Hey, good morning, YouTube. How you guys doing today? Roll this window up so we don't have all this road noise. Things going pretty good here. I did a video at the place I stopped at last night. So I'll try to get that posted up at the same time I get this one posted up. I'm in Missouri now, done left Iowa, and I'm on State Highway, or U.S. Highway 61, headed south. Headed to Memphis, Tennessee. I'll get there about 6.5 hours, give or take, somewhere right around in there. I've got it plugged in to stop at a Love's about 20 minutes from my destination so that I can fuel up, and then I'll go ahead and take it the rest of the way in tomorrow morning. I'd go in there. They've got plenty of overnight parking where I'm going to deliver, but you know, it's a holiday and they're not going to be open. The guard's not going to be there, so you know, those folks are at home enjoying their Memorial Day weekend and or Memorial Day holiday, and they deserve that. So I'm not going to hate on them. You know, I'm getting plenty of drive time in today, and I'm going to go ahead and park it. You know, I'm going to get there fairly early. It's 5:22 in the morning right now. I got about, according to the GPS, 6 hours, 18 minutes. I'm going to give it about 6.5 hours. So I plan to be parked by noon. Go ahead and fuel up, get all that completed, and then I'll be parked by noon. And I'll just kick back the rest of the day and leave out in the morning. Let's see, I haven't even looked at my delivery time here. My delivery time is set for 9 o'clock in the morning. I'll probably leave out a little bit earlier than that. I don't want to get there too early because I don't want to burn a lot of clock sitting there. But I don't want to get there, you know, I know these folks here will put you in if you get there, and you know, I mean, they're not strict on their appointment times. They'll get you in there. So I don't want to wait too long and then, you know, be back on this late schedule again. So it's kind of a tricky balance right there to keep from losing too much drive time and keep from pushing the clock further back. I really don't want the clock any further back. It's why I reset everything and got it where I'm starting at 2:30 in the morning again. But anyway, you know, I'll be there. The real point in this video, and I don't think I'm gonna make it too terribly long. I am trying to keep my video links down a little bit. But the real point in this video right here is that I got a pretty good surprise yesterday, and I want to talk about that just a little bit. You know, I've had a pretty bad week. You know, the miles weren't there last week, and it was real disappointing. I spent 22 hours picking up a load, and that got me, you know, a little aggravated. And then, you know, I was running on a 411-mile load. I was running for 3 days on it. Dispatch wouldn't let me drop it early. My dispatcher, Pat, told me to drop it at Richfield, and the weekend dispatch told me to take it. And I kind of got into a disagreement with the weekend dispatch, and you know, I ended up taking the load. And then, you know, I guess, I don't know why, you know, maybe I got lucky, maybe it's because I got into that disagreement with him the day before, but once I dropped this load, he, you know, he hooked me up and loaded me up on a pretty good run. Total, it's going to be about 1,700 miles. And, you know, kind of the way I've got it planned out is I'll make the final delivery. This part here is the first part of it. I'll make the final delivery on Thursday, and hopefully I'll have, you know, a better week after that. But I was pretty upset, pretty aggravated. I've been really negative this week. You know, I'm trying to fight it. I know I'm being negative, you know, and you know, I'm trying to you know, try to stay positive, you know, remind myself all the positive things going on, but it wasn't working. You know, I'm just a negative ass sometimes. And so I was driving yesterday, and you know, trying to be in a good mood, but really not in a great mood. You know, I'm seeing this. I've got this good load right here, so it's making me feel a little bit better, but then I'm still looking at the fact that last week's miles really sucked, you know, and you know, so anyway, I was trying to be in a good mood, but I really wasn't, and I stopped to take a quick break, and I checked my phone when I stopped, and that's where I got my surprise at. I checked my phone, and my wife had posted a video. All right, and what happened was, the day before yesterday, my son, my youngest son, Andrew, he's the one that's a lot like me. He deals with a lot of the same issues that I have to deal with, or that I've had to learn to deal with growing up, and his attitude is a lot like mine, and I guess the longer I'm with the kid, the more he's like me, and in a way, it's not always a great thing, because I can be pretty difficult. On the other hand, it really makes me happy, I've always wanted one of the boys to, take after me, anyway, Andrew's the one that watches all my YouTube videos. Just pretty much every day he's on YouTube watching my videos, and he wants to be the truck driver. He wants to come out here and ride with me this summer, and I really need to get with safety and find out what all I got to do that. But anyway, yesterday I had a surprise. He had borrowed my wife's phone, and he made a little short video. And he's my stepson. I don't have any kids of my own. Life just hasn't blessed me with that yet. Probably never will. It's just the way life is sometimes. But having kids is something I always wanted. I always wanted to have my own kids, and it just never happened. So I got the boys, and I know they got a different dad. I know I'm not their real dad, but I don't really care. They're my boys. And I'm the one that spends the time with them. I'm the one that goes to their events. I'm the one that tries to be there for them. And don't get me wrong, their dad's involved in their life, and sometimes I wish he wasn't, and that's hard to say, because I didn't have a dad growing up. So, on one hand, I really appreciate the fact that he is part of their life. On the other hand,
in 1.25 miles, keep left to US 61 South.
I'm sure that he feels the same way, but they're my boys. I don't care what anybody says. And so the other day, Andrew makes this video, and my wife didn't even know he did it. She found it on her phone, and she posted it to YouTube. Posted it to Facebook. And oh man, it just made my day. He said he sent it out to me. It was a video he did for me, and he didn't say much, but what he said meant everything. He said on the video that
keep left onto US 61
the video wasn't
South.
even a minute long, but he says on the video, he says, I just want to take a minute to talk about my stepdad, and then he says he's a pretty good guy, the boy's making YouTube videos, and I'm going to let him do it, I think it's awesome. I just think it's awesome, so I'm going to let him do it, and I've been trying to figure out how to get
continue on US 24
posted up here to my YouTube page, but I can't seem to save it to my phone. I'm going to try to save it to the computer, and had my wife send it to me in a message, but it won't let me save it there either. But like I said, it wasn't a very long video. He was just like, "Hey YouTube, this is my introduction." I love that boy. He really made my day. Instantly made my day better. And maybe one day here this summer he's going to be out here with me. We'll do some YouTube 2 videos together. And until then, though, you know, I just kind of wanted to share it with you. You know, because this is about my life out here, you know, and sometimes, you know, I don't do all that well. Sometimes my mood's not all that great. You know, and me and that boy have struggled with butt heads, you know, and we've been at each other, you know, through the years. But I hope he knows that I really do love him and that I'm there for him. You know, and as hard as I can be on him, it's only to make him a better person, you know. And I think, you know, when he did that video, I think he got it. I think he understands in his own way. And I think that's kind of what he was telling me, or at least that's what I want to think. So, that's my boy. You know what I'm saying? And I don't give a damn what anybody says about it. That's my boy. So, that's the way it is, you know, and that's just what I had to say. We'll catch you later there, YouTube. Y'all have a good one. And we'll catch you on the flip side. Peace out.